And welcome back to the channel here, everybody, and welcome back to this NCAA 25 Rebuild Dynasty with Florida International. Big rivalry game this week as FIU takes on FAU, Florida Atlantic Owls, here in this game. Big time rivalry game here, and you know, FIU coming off of a victory last week, a close game and a close win against Tulane. They're looking to go on their first winning streak here of the season, and taking a look at some of these players to hone in on for the Owls here and some of their best players. Their best rated overall player here is 86 overall, DeAndre Hill. Got great zone coverage there, sitting at 84, 82 zone, 85 play rec, 85 awareness. Great quickness as well. He's a star player for them. He's a cornerback, a senior. And then a center for them, Francisco Morages. Not sure I'm pronouncing that name correctly there, but he's also important. And then their tight end is their highest rated offensive player and their highest rated receiver there. And he's a senior. Yeah, I think he's a junior redshirt. And then their quarterback here is junior Cameron Fancher. A normal development, only a 2-star high school rating, but, you know, has pretty decent accuracy. Looks like a pretty good and accurate quarterback on 88 throw power. I mean, well-rounded, you know, is not elite necessarily at anything there, but he is pretty average at pretty much everything right now. So, you know, we'll see what he can do in this bowl game. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of his stats this year. You know, a rating of 188.6, 558 total passing yards through 2 games. 2-0 right now are the Owls on the season. So he's had a pretty good year, honestly. He has not been that bad at all. Their running back here is George Johnson Jr. Not as heavy, not as, you know, powerful of a running back as they faced last week against Tulane. This might be a bit of an easier running back to contain for them, but, you know, still a decent running back here. He's only carried the ball 30 times, which is pretty low, honestly, for, you know, a 78 overall, but he has carried 30 times. He's got 1 touchdown on the season and 100 yards exactly. So the punt's a really good one there in the back of the end zone, and let's take a look at the rivalry history here. Florida International got killed last year. 21 previous meetings. Florida Atlantic right now 16-5 in this rivalry, and they've won the last 6 games in a row. So it really has been a one-sided rivalry over the last couple of seasons between these two teams. But FIU and FAU, here we go. 12 minutes in the first quarter. First snap of the game. Cameron Fancher he's lunging back, and he tried to go to receiver there. That was incomplete. So Florida Atlantic here getting the football first. That's a pass out there to number 11. That's Marion Johnson, who I don't know if he really broke a tackle there. I don't know what our defender was doing. That was number 0 there, and he just did not wrap up at all on that tackle attempt. So that's a pretty big gain. And now with that one play already out to midfield, there's a rush for George Alexander, or George Johnson III. That's his first carry of this bowl game here, and it was a gain of 6, so they're at midfield exactly now. They give it right back to him, and he's going to go right up the middle and get a first down, a gain of about 5 or 6 there on that carry. So FAU right now have some offensive momentum, and now they run it right back up the middle, and Johnson that time gets a gain of about 11 up to the 34. As they are FAU driving down the field, the quarterback keeper, there we go, finally getting a stop on defense. That was a tackle from Giovanni Davis there, it looked like, for us, as we finally stopped them on the run. But now Fancher is sitting back in the pocket, and he's going to get hit and wrapped up. That's number 44. Big time sack there, taken down. Davis for FAU. That's a big play right there. FIU. Keegan Davis, our left end. I believe that's his first sack of the season here. I'm not sure. I kind of wish it would show you their season stats. This is his first sack of this game, obviously. And that actually kicks them out of field goal range, out of touchdown position. So they're going to punt the ball away. And it really wasn't a great punt. I mean, we're going to get the ball at the 27-yard line, trying to pin us deep and not very successful. There's some of the impact players, Deontay Hill and Mirages there, the biggest defensive players for Florida Atlantic. So Keon Jenkins here sitting back in the pass, and the first pass of the game is an interception. That is Michael Antone Jr., and he's going to take it all the way back into the end zone for a touchdown. The first interception thrown this year by Keon Jenkins, coming in the third game of the season, and it's a really important throw right there, and it's a pick six. Man, so, you know, this team is not really, we haven't turned the ball over very much at all yet this season, but we forced a lot of turnovers on defense. But yeah, that was just a, you know, a curl route, and I mean, all over that play was Antone Jr. He had that play read, and so FAU right now already down behind the sticks, down 7-0. That was a pass right there. Keon Jenkins getting his first completion of the game, and, you know, building up. He needs to build up some confidence after immediately throwing a pick six to begin the game. There's a give. That's up the middle, and that's Shamari Lawrence there. He doesn't get the first down, though. 4th and inches, and maybe a risky call already. We're going for this, and it's going to be a quarterback sneak. There goes Jenkins up ahead. He does, in fact, get the first down. And, you know, a little bit of a risky play there, but you're confident you can get an inch there on the ground. You're running outside. Trying to get the outside edge there was Lexington Joseph, who didn't really get a lot on that play. Now it's another third down. 3rd down and 3. Jenkins dropping back, trying to go to the sideline, and that is caught. There, a good catch. That's Juju Lewis making his first grab of the day. First down, and now a pitch play here with speed option, and a toss to the outside right there to Lexington Joseph. That was a good gain of 7 on first down. Nearing midfield now as if FAU, as there's another give, man, and Lexington Joseph right now is running the ball really well. He's already got 15 runs, or 15 yards, and now a fumble here as it was play action. Jenkins trying to drop back in the pocket, and he gets stripped. Wow. Number 95 on the defense forcing that fumble. That's Marlon Bradley that actually recovered the fumble there. Marlon Bradley recovered it, and Wilkie Denard coming in and forcing that fumble there, right end, and yeah, just trying to get the ball out, trying to throw it away, and the arm does not come forward enough. Yeah, he just lost. I mean, Jenkins feeling the pressure, feeling the defender bearing down on him, lost the football there, and now another turnover. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers in this game for the Panthers already, and that's Milan Tucker making that catch there. First down, Florida Atlantic back with the football, trying to drive, and I mean, Fancher's just sitting here all day in the pocket. You need to get some kind of pressure. He's just sitting there, nobody pressuring him at all, and he gets it out for a big gain down inside of the 25-yard line. So a little bit of hurry up being called here by FAU. They want to take advantage of the big play, and it's another give on the outside, nearing the sideline, inside of the 15-yard line. It goes George Johnson, the third, who's been running the ball very well already in this game. That's a give to the backup there. That's number 2, and he's going to make a good gain as he gets nearing the first down marker there towards the 5-yard line. That's Mobley there, their backup running back, getting his first carry of the game. And now it's 3rd down and 2 here, already at the 5. Big play here early in this game as they're going to try to go to the back of the end zone. It's not going to be complete, and that's a big hold by our defense. Don't want to go down 2 touchdowns already in this one. Field goal here is up, and it's good. A super short one, and they do score. So, you know, Florida Atlantic, they've scored off of both of our turnovers that we've had in this game so far. And now Jenkins is back in the passing game here, trying to get some steam. I mean, he's just not been very great so far in this game. That's Myman, who's been, you know, one of our best receivers. He's our tight end, and he's been really, really great this year passing the football and on offense, and that is an incomplete screen pass right there. Trying to get a screen going on third and short, and FAU reads that play very well. They stop us. We have to punt the ball. Play action here as they're going to go outside to number 48. That is Zeke Moore, but there is a flag on the field here. And it's going to be an illegal man downfield for FAU. So that's a huge penalty there. That backs him back up to the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 11 now. Fancher dropping back in the pocket. Fancher gets stripped. That's Elijah Anderson Taylor. He picks the ball up. He's going to go the other way. And he's going to score. A strip and score for Elijah Anderson Taylor. And the Panthers are on the board here in the first quarter. It's 6-10. What a play by our defensive star of our team right now this season so far. Our middle linebacker. He's made some great plays already this season. And look at this strip. Picks that ball up and takes it almost 30 yards back to the house. Man, so the defenses for both teams showing up right now. Making some big plays. Making some big defensive scores. Already 2 scoring touchdowns in this game. And one more look at this play. Man, Elijah Anderson Taylor, I've loved seeing him and how he's played this season for us. He has been really our early offensive, or really early our defensive superstar. Huziga Massis has had a couple of picks already this season for our defense as well. But Elijah Anderson Taylor making a big impact and getting a huge defensive score right there. So, man, the Panthers are right back in this game. I mean, don't count FIU out of this game at all, as back with the football is Florida Atlantic. That's probably the 3rd turnover that we've seen in this first quarter, as that's a screen pass, a wide receiver screen to the outside there. That is caught. That's a decent gain of about 5 yards on 2nd down. So now 3rd down and 5 here. Fancher looking to the outside, and they're not going to get the first there. Great tackle on the defensive side of the football right there. That was huge to stop him short of the sticks. A screen pass. Now this one is going to be successful as they get that one out to Keyshawn Owens. First time that we've said his name really in this game. He hasn't gotten a carry yet. Gets a completion there for him. And a good gain on 2nd down. Now they give it back. Ooh, a run and a give to Lexington Joseph. Doesn't get a lot on that carry, but gets enough for the 1st down. So nearing the end of this first quarter here, 3rd down and 8 now. And pressure up the middle by Florida Atlantic, and that is a sack. Wilkie Denard already forcing a fumble earlier in this first quarter, and now gets a sack on that play. But wait a minute, they're running into the punter a little bit. It looks like that's a punt to Florida Atlantic, but it will be roughing the kicker. Oh, so we saw a huge penalty like that against Tulane in our last game on a field goal try that, FIU had a big penalty, and so now the football is going to go back to Florida International here, breaking a tackle and a big play by Keyshawn Owens. So, hasn't been running the football at all, but we've involved him in the passing game, and that was a nice play right there on the Texas route there. Now it's at the 22-yard line. Now it's our first give to Keyshawn Owens, and he nearly broke that one nearing the end zone, but he gets tackled there short of the 1st down. So now 2nd down and inches, and it's a toss play to Shamari Lawrence. He's got the edge. Lawrence breaks the tackle and is into the end zone. Touchdown at Florida International. FIU is on the board again here in the first quarter, the final play of the quarter, and we punch it into the end zone. So taking advantage of the penalty against the Owls, and we get on the board, and we get another 7 points, a 9-play drive right there by FIU. That's some great offensive momentum, and actually the first offensive touchdown of this game. And a pretty even game so far to this point, honestly, besides the time of possession. We've seen both of these teams and the offenses here be, decent to start out, but it's really been the defenses that have so far come to play in this game. That's a really short game there of just a few yards as the second quarter begins. And that's a give to Johnson, and Johnson's got a hold. Johnson is up the middle and nearing the 45-yard line before he's taken down. And, man, they've been able to run the ball effectively with George Johnson in this game. And it's play action, but right to the quarterback immediately, dialing up the blitz. And Giovanni Davis there appears, gets the big-time sack on Fancher. And yes, it is Giovanni Davis, our left end. He's making some plays on the defensive side of the football as well this season, and that was a big sack right there. So kind of a drive killer, but second down and 16. I mean, they need to get a good gain here, and that's exactly what they're going to do here. That's a good pass to the outside to Milan Tucker, and that's a good gain on second down and long. Makes it third and manageable. As a guy in motion here, they're going to give. It's George Johnson, and he just has wide open space right there. An easy first down and way more, as that's going down to the 35-yard line. So now second down and 10, and once again, Florida Atlantic is driving as they give it to Johnson again. And, I mean, he's just getting 5 yards a carry, it seems like, every time he's gotten the football. Now it's 3rd and 4, under a little bit of pressure, and gets hit and sacked again. That's already our 3rd sack of the game against Cameron Fancher, and Giovanni Davis, his 2nd sack of this drive. So another loss right there for Florida Atlantic. And yeah, I mean, trying to, trip the defender, trying to trip Davis up, but it just doesn't work. He gets right through the middle, and now it's another field goal try here for FAU, and that kick is up, and it is good. He sneaks it through the right upright. So a couple of field goals for FAU. They have not gotten in the end zone on offense yet in this one, but they're now down by a point. So, with the play clock running down, that's a snap, and no, it's going to be a keeper here, as it was a speed option play, but Jenkins just deciding to take that ball, and he gets a good gain on first down. So now it's another first down there. Another give to Keyshawn Owens, breaking a tackle. Keyshawn Owens up the middle, and gets a good gain there. He's got 3 rushing attempts and 24 yards in this game already. Jenkins back to pass now. He's going to find an open man. That's a good catch right there. Juju Lewis, that's his 2nd catch of this game, I believe. And a 2nd down and very short. So back to pass here in the shotgun, and it's trying to go deep. The ball is out. Wow, another forced fumble by Wilkie Denov. That's the 2nd time forcing a fumble in this game. But we do pick it back up, luckily. And we're going to go to a screen pass here, and we're not going to get back to the marker. We're not going to be in field goal range at all, so we're going to put this football away, and that drive ended up stalling out because of the hit on the quarterback and the fumble. Now George Johnson is going to go again, up the middle again, and, I mean, great blocking for him in this game. He's already got 96 rushing yards on only 15 carries, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. Still 7 minutes left in the game. I mean, why not? Just give it to him. Every single run nearly up the middle is just wide open for him. Man, our running defense has been very porous so far in this game. And, Tulane was able to run the ball pretty effectively against us as well. That time we call up the blitz. We know what they're doing, what they're about, and we finally do stop them behind the line. So now it's 2nd down and 14, but they're going to run it again here on 2nd down. And, wow, a huge gain there. That's a gain of 12. So, I mean, immediately a 3rd and manageable, as they're now inside of the 40. Here's a 3rd down. Fancher back to pass. He throws it over the middle on a slant route there, and he's got his receiver. That's the tight end, Zeke Moore. He's already had a few catches in this game. And once again, Florida Atlantic is driving here. But that's an interception! Oh, it is picked off! Great play right there by the defense. And another turnover forced by FIU. FIU. It's Blades. That's his first interception of the season. So another takeaway. And Brian Blades, the 2nd, the junior corner, making that play. And I don't know where Fancher was going with that football. I mean, he just threw it right to him. An easy interception. And now Jenkins back to pass again. But a great read right there by this defender. And that is another pick 6. Philip Dunham going 25 yards right there to go back in the end zone. And for the 2nd time, I mean, they've got 20 points, but 14 of them have been coming from their defense. And they're going to take the lead again. And so Jenkins, 2nd interception thrown of this half, 2nd pick 6 thrown. And that was just a great read right there by, he was back in the defense. as a safety, and he just ran up on that play and made a good play on the football. Cam Jenkins didn't even see him right there. And so now it's a 2nd down and 10. They're going to go back to the air. That's a good play right there. Does not break that tackle, man. If he broke that tackle, who knows how far Miami would have gone on that play. But now down by 6 here. 3rd down and 2. Under pressure, and he's got nowhere to go. Jenkins just throws it, but nothing doing there. And honestly, the offense here in this first half has not been that great for us. We give it to Florida Atlantic again. And, wow, okay, the defender was right there. Not BJ Alexander. That was a ball that could have been, he could have made a play on that if you're the defender right there. But now a 2nd down and 10, and they're going to go to the outside. That's a good play. And Zeke Moore making another catch. And, man, he had a lot of space there on that one. And so Florida Atlantic is driving again here, trying to score. And they're going to do play action, and they have a man wide open over the middle. It's BJ Alexander. He makes another big catch, and the first offensive touchdown of the half for Florida Atlantic. Yeah, great pass here by Fancher, and BJ Alexander creating separation on that play and diving into the end zone. And now FIU is down by 2 scores here in this first half. As the extra point is up and good. 6-play drive for Florida Atlantic right there. And now a 1st and 10 play action pass here. And it's thrown another pick. That one is caught by the defense, and he's going to go back again. Another pick 6. Oh my goodness. Fabian Scott this time getting an interception and bringing it to the house. The 3rd pick 6 of the half. Man. And Keon Jenkins right now, that was, just the defender right there all over this play. I believe that was a slant pattern that we tried to call there. And we just a great play. The defender dropping down and making that interception again. Wow. This has not been a great half year of football. Jenkins is back to pass, and it's not going to get any better. He gets taken down and sacked right there. Didn't have any open receivers, and he gets taken down. Man, now it's 2nd down and 19. We need a score in a big way, and a step on a defender. Oh my! Wide open is the receiver. That's Dean Patterson. He's going to make the catch, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. A 90-plus yard touchdown strike to Dean Patterson. Oh, man, what a play. And FIU is right back in this game. The junior having a step on the defender. There's no free safety on this play for Florida Atlantic, and he catches his ball, and he just has the speed to beat out the defender. That's the big play that they needed to stay in this football game right there. Wow, 93 yards on that play. Huge throw. And Jenkins, he's trying to make a comeback. He's not had a good half, but this will certainly help out your numbers right here. Yeah, he just broke it right off the line. Look at that amount of separation here on this play. Once he had this ball in his hands, there was just no chance. He was taking that all the way. So now 21-34. Really high scoring the first half in this football game. We still have 3 minutes in this second quarter. So what can Florida Atlantic do with the football now? Play action again, and that's going to be a completion there over the middle. BJ Alexander has been making some huge plays in this football game, and he has made another great play there. As now nearing the 40, they're at the 45-yard line. Guys in motion. Looks like they might be flipping this play here on the line, and it's a draw play, and not a lot of yards there. Only a gain of 1. For George Johnson, who's just, what a first half for him. 108 rushing yards. As now on a 3rd and 9, not anywhere to go, and he's just going to throw the football away. And so our defense bends a little bit there, but does not break. They get the football. FIU gets the football back, as that's a throw, and that's a catch for Myman there over the middle. Good play there. They get the first down. As now we're at the 2-minute warning, as trying to put something together here on offense, but it's a throw and it's an interception. That's a pick right there. Number 9 on the defense for Florida Atlantic. Man, this has been rough. This is the 4th interception. Desmond Tisdale making this play on the defensive side. And, yeah, I mean, that was a stick concept there on that play. And, I mean, Lyman was just absolutely blanketed by that defender. 4th interception, 5th turnover of the half, as they're just going to, Fancher's going to take off and run. And that was probably the good decision there. Nobody open and, I mean, no quarterback spy or anything. He just took off. So Florida Atlantic is, I mean, they've had 3 pick sixes, and they're having a really short field right here on this drive. As Fancher back to the air again, it's a wide receiver screen. A lot of, I mean, a delayed wide receiver screen, but still they get it out to Maryland Johnson there, the wide receiver on the outside. Under a minute to go in this first quarter, or this first half here. Fancher's dropping back. Fancher throws it to the back of the end zone, and it's intercepted by Lamar Duval. That's his first pick of the year, and our defense comes up really clutch right there, actually, and prevents FAU from scoring on that possession. That was a big interception. It's the 2nd pick of this game for our defense here. And I don't know, again, I don't know where he's going. And they just throw the ball away and take a field goal in that situation. But now 2nd down and 11. Trying to go with a deep ball, and it is once again picked off. Philip Dunham with an interception. That's his 2nd of this first half, and it just keeps getting worse for Keon Jenkins. This has been a tragic game, a really rough game. My goodness, his 5th interception thrown in this first half. And again, Florida Atlantic has another shot with really short field to get on the board again, and they're already inside of the 5. So 2nd down and goal, only 30 seconds left as Fancher is under pressure, but Fancher just takes off, and Cameron Fancher is going to run into the end zone and score. My goodness, another touchdown for the Owls. They have 40 points in the first half in this football game. And no more snaps. It looks like we're just going to go to half. Yikes. And FAU is going to get the football to start out this 3rd quarter. But about as bad a quarter as you can really get for FAU. I mean, this is just offensive mistakes all across the board. Already 9 combined sacks, but a fumble. 5 INTs thrown in this football game already by Keon Jenkins. And we might see a quarterback change if this game gets any more out of hand. That's a give up the middle to Shamari Lawrence, and probably going to work on the ground game, and I don't want to be passing the football very much at all with Keon Jenkins the rest of the way in this one. We're going to see a lot of running, I think, as that's a give to Lexington Joseph. So far, the running game has worked in this 3rd quarter. We need a big-time drive right here. This would be huge. We need to put something up. We're down by 20 points right now. Just so many offensive mistakes in that first half. And he's going to get to the outside. That is a 1st down run right there for Lexington Joseph, as he's got 65 yards on the ground. So 1st and 10. They have not passed this football yet. And that's a speed option play. Good gain right here, as, I mean, Kejon Owens had some room to work there on the outside. So now 2nd down and 11 here. Drop it back to pass, and that's an easy completion. That's what we need to get Keon Jenkins settled back into this game, as Kejon Owens there on the wheel route, or on the halfback draw play right there, making that catch. And now it's a 3rd down and 2, and Jenkins is going to take off up the middle here. Good run up the middle there with nobody really open. He saw an opening and saw an open lane and just took off. -4 rushing yards because of all the sacks that have happened in this half for him, but dropping back to pass again, and he's just going to take off again as he's near the 1st down marker, and I like that. I mean, no reason to make a big mistake here this deep in your enemy's territory, or in your own territory. But no, this is technically FAU's territory. 2nd down and 1, a give up the middle near the end zone, almost a touchdown for Shamari Lawrence, who's already got 1 in this game. Now 1st and goal, and a QB sneak up the middle. That's a touchdown for Keon Jenkins. I believe his 1st or probably his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And he has a throwing touchdown and now a rushing touchdown. And that's a good drive. I mean, only threw the ball like 3 times in that drive. That was a good drive to get the quarterback settled back into the football game there. And I like what we did on that possession. That's a good pass, though. Oh, boy, he's got a lot of space. Outside, across the 50, and inside of the 45-yard line. Oh, my, almost to the 30-yard line. Maryland Johnson, a huge pass play right there on first down for Florida Atlantic. And, you know, really can't blame this amount of points on our defense. I think our defense overall has played fairly well in this game. I mean, we played pretty well, I think, as that's a tackle there on the outside. Elijah Anderson-Taylor getting his 5th one of the game, but a gain of 6 on first down. Fancher dropping back to pass. Fancher doesn't have anywhere to go, or yes, he does. That was an open receiver there, B.J. Alexander. Oh, no, that was number 10, actually. He makes that catch on the outside. So, man, Florida Atlantic is driving. They want to get on the board again here. Late in this football, and early in this third quarter, Fancher's dropping back to pass again. Fancher going to the end zone, and it's an interception. My goodness, JoJo Evans with the pick in the end zone. And that's the 3rd one of the game, forced by the Panthers. JoJo Evans, that's his 2nd pick of this season here. As you see this play, or maybe that's only the 2nd interception that we've been able to get off of Fancher, but the 3rd turnover for Florida International in this football game. That was a huge stop there on defense. Pass to Myman. I'm going to have to probably adjust. I mean, a lot of the interceptions, that is my bad because I'm controlling the quarterback, but I'm seeing a lot of turnovers that our defense is forcing, and I mean, I'm glad that the defense is playing well, but probably a little bit too many turnovers in this game, so I actually did adjust the sliders after this game. So there probably won't be as many turnovers in the future in this season, but that's a good play on a screen to Keyshawn Owens, and this is the kind of passes that I want Keon Jenkins to make right now from now on this game. We won't try. I mean, this might be a bit of a deeper shot, but that was a good throw and catch. Rocky Beers, that's the first time we've said his name in this game. He had a touchdown catch last week against the Green Wave. That's his first catch of this game. And the defender was right there. That could have been a dangerous pass. It was a dangerous pass, but it was complete right there. So 2nd and 3. Give right up the middle. Good hole here, and a good gain by Shamar Lawrence. He's got 44 yards here on the ground. So a snap and another give to Lawrence again. Good cut up the middle, and Shamar Lawrence keeps the ground game going. And, I mean, we've been able to run the ball in this one effectively here. Play action, it's a screen, and some room here on the outside for Ross Fournette. He's got 4 receptions, only 13 yards, but his 4th catch of the game. 3rd down and 4. Big 3rd down play right now. And going to the outside. Can he beat out the defender? He doesn't get the first down. And, we'll see what happens here. They might go for this on a 4th and inches. And it looks like they will. Here we go. 4th down, a big play here in the 3rd quarter. And we go to our old classic quarterback sneak play. And it works. We get the first down. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with just taking a field goal on that possession here. Trying to run a speed option there. We don't get the pitch out in time. So, taken down behind the line is Jenkins. Now it's a 3rd and 13. And a drop play and a give. And there's up the middle. He's going to get the first down. And almost, Keyshawn Owens almost got into the end zone. My goodness. I did not expect that drop play to get that many yards. And then a give right up the middle for Shamar Lawrence. And he is going to cash in and score his 2nd rushing TD of the game. And Florida International playing way, way better here on offense in this 3rd quarter. They've gotten 2 touchdown drives together. And now are only down by 6. A 1-score game again. Screen pass, and this is a good screen play right there. Man, Maryland Johnson has caught a couple of really good screen passes in this game. Florida Atlantic, they have only had, this is only the 2nd possession of the quarter, and they haven't had a lot of opportunity to do much on offense. That was a pretty open receiver there. That pass was intended for number 13, but he wasn't able to complete it there. Keelan Fancher overthrew him, and now he's under pressure, and oh man, look at the sacks. So that's 11 sacks in this game, and Cole Gustafson there getting in and making that sack. I believe that was a half sack there. He splits it. They might have given him the credit for the full sack, but you also saw another player in the middle there of that play. That might have been Ezekiel Massis, actually. That was pressuring Fancher, and again, this one is Cole all by himself. Right up the middle, 2 sacks on back-to-back plays, and Florida Atlantic absolutely shut down on that drive. And, see what I'm saying? I mean, the defense has not been the issue in this football game for us in this one. But what a good third quarter. I mean, that was exactly the quarter that FAU or FIU needed it to really come back in this game. And you see 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions for Jenkins. I mean, neither one of these quarterbacks have been really playing all that great, honestly. But our quarterback has, just thrown too many mistakes. Whoa, what a play here! Breaking some tackles, a physical catch, and a physical run after the grab right there by number 3. I'm not actually sure who that is, but that was a great play right there. First down, now 3rd down and 6. Trying to run a screen pass, and it's not going to work as the screen gets broken up there. And it looks like we're going to go for a field goal attempt here. Chase Gabriel didn't have a good week against Tulane last week. He didn't make, I think he was like 0 for 3 in field goal attempts. This one is a little bit long, but he's going to get that one, splitting the middle of the uprights and had plenty of distance. Good job. I know your season hasn't been great, and that's mainly been my fault because I'm just adjusting to the kicking meter, but that was a great kick, his best of the season, and we are only down by 3. So this game has changed here quite a bit as they're going to try to go back to the running game, and George Johnson really hasn't had a lot of impact in the second half of this game. He had like 100 yards at the end of the first quarter. He's got 122 right now. Fancher on 3rd down and 3 is going to go to the outside, and he's got a receiver there on the outside. That was B.J. Alexander, his 5th catch of the night. He does have a touchdown reception as well, and they're going to go back to the other side of the field now, back to Maryland Johnson. And, I mean, Maryland Johnson, B.J. Alexander, these guys have been absolutely critical for the Owls. That's his 9th, Maryland Johnson's 9th catch of the game. Fancher back to the air on 3rd and 9. He's got so much time in the pocket here, but it's caught. Good tackle by the defense, and a 4th down and 2. So I believe they're in field goal range here. This might be a little bit of a longer kick, but trying to go back up by 6 right here with this field goal attempt. And it is up, and it is good for the Owls. So they're back up by 6 points. Their first of the quarter here against us. Now we're in crunch time. Now we're in the 4th quarter, and trying to run the ball, and he gets hit and taken down, and it's a fumble recovered by the Owls. I mean, just exactly what you cannot have right there. Marlon Bradley, his 2nd fumble recovery of this football game, and another turnover. Man, that's number 7 in this game for FIU. I'm amazed we're still in this game, honestly, with that many turnovers. But that was a big play, just trying to scramble and trying to get out of that pressure. Should have just thrown it away. Now, Florida Atlantic is totally set up, and that's a good stop there, good tackle on a 3rd down play, trying to get it to the receiver there on a wheel route. Now 3rd down and goal, and trying to go to the other side, and Fancher overthrew the receiver there. So actually, our defense coming up clutch for us. They only, Florida Atlantic only gets a field goal on that play. Good timing on that route and breaking a tackle, breaking another one, and a good play right there. Keyshawn Owens has been really great on that route. I love that route. That's my favorite route in the game, probably. Honestly, and it's been very effective. Now we're up to midfield, and Jenkins trying to scramble here. He's not going to get a lot of room. He actually does get 7 yards. I'm pretty good with that. I mean, 18 attempts, only 1 rushing yard in this game because of all the sacks that he suffered tonight. But a give here up the middle. That is Lawrence again. Now 61 yards and 2 scores for him on the night. This is a massive drive right now, though, for for International. We got to get the points here on this drive. And they give to the outside. This is a great play right here. All the way down to the 20-yard line goes Lexington Joseph. Great running right there. He's got 87 yards on only 11 carries right now. Second down and 9. Trying to go for a screen pass here, but it is really well defended right there, actually. Great defense. I believe that was Chris Jones who made that big tackle. Now it's a third down and 9. As, let's see here on a third down, a good play by the defender. That pass was knocked down, and it's fourth down. So, FIU here trying to get another field goal. I mean, trying to make it back within a one-score game, and they do. They get this field goal up and good. So, 41-47, it's a 6-point lead now in this game. Still definitely within reach for the Panthers here, but we need our defense to come up with another stop. So, FAU football here on a second down and 7. That's a gift to Alexander, and oh man, or George Johnson the second. That's probably his best run of the half, honestly. He's got 137 yards on the ground. And, I mean, that's where they're going to go. He should go to their running back, lean on him, and they're going to go to him on a wheel route here on the outside, and he gets another big gain down to the 44 and almost at midfield. I think that the CPU should be taking more time off the clock. They shouldn't be calling the play with 30 seconds left on the game clock at this point. But another takedown behind the line for our defense. I mean, our defense has been pretty awesome in this game, honestly, besides, I mean, so much of the points have been caused because of turnovers in this one, as that's a throw to the outside. Our defense hasn't been able to really stop the run in this game, but now third down and 5. This is a monster play right here, and they're going to convert. Man, that's a big catch right there by their tight end, Zeke Moore. Cameron Fancher over 300 passing yards now. And now we're getting close to 5 minutes left to play, as wide open on the curl route right there is Maryland Johnson. He has 150 receiving yards now after that catch. And now we're down to 5 minutes left to go in this football game. And then another curl route that is caught. And right there to make that tackle was number 2 on our defense. And out second down and 4. As it's a give. And this time we are ready for the run. Huge stop behind the line right there. Great tackle by Davis. So it's now third down and 8. Biggest play of the game here. And sitting in the pocket. Oh, man, he had him. And, man, B.J. Alexander was just sitting there at the first down marker. And he makes his 10th catch of the game. Now it's first and goal. And there's a throw into the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Owls, number 13, making the catch. That's only his second grab of the game, I'm pretty sure. E.J. Horton with a huge touchdown catch. That, I mean, doesn't seal the game completely, but that puts it really out of reach. Now we're down by 2 scores once again. That was a huge drive by Florida Atlantic right there. Trying to go for 2, and that's not going to work there. Yeah, I was throwing it back at the end zone, and nobody was there, so that was a huge drive. Now we got to do something on offense here on this possession. That's a good throw over the middle. Another catch for Rocky Beers, only his second one of the game, but we got to score, and we got to score quick. Only 4 minutes left. Jenkins dropping back in the pocket. Jenkins is taken down again. Oh, man. I mean, 7th sack of this football game. Another forced fumble. Yeah, there's too many fumbles in this game. I'm just going to say it. There is way too many fumbles in this game with the normal sliders. I have to turn that down because there's always like 3 or 4 forced fumbles every single game. And there's another sack. That's 5.5 for Wilkie Denard in this football game. 7 tackles for loss. My goodness. So now a 4th and 16, and the game, yeah, that's about it. That pretty much ends the game. That's the 10th sack given up by our offensive line, which has just really struggled in this one all night. And that basically puts the nail in the coffin. Desmond Tisdall making another great play there on the defensive side. And, yeah, I mean, that is basically the end of the football game. I mean, now they're in the position to score, and it's a give right up the middle. I mean, absolutely no guys there to stop it. and he's putting us to sleep right now, because that is basically going to seal this one. George Johnson III with his first rushing touchdown of the game, and just for good measure, we're going to throw another pick, and it's going to be a pick six. Wow, I mean, that's Jaden Williams right there on the defense. 26-yard interception, return to the house. 67 points in this game. That is just absolutely brutal. And we're going to go to the end of the game, and that's going to be it. Yeah, 67 points, but keep in mind, 28 of those were directly off of interceptions in this one. And they also had, I mean, I think 31, at least like 31 points in this game were basically a direct result of turnovers that we allowed. So we probably would have won this game if we didn't have all of our mistakes on offense. And I mean, yeah, that is mostly my fault for throwing 6 interceptions. Like, I really can't blame anyone besides myself there. And you guys can tell, I'm not very great at this game right now. I just need to get some more practice in. And, you know, I kind of expected some games like this to happen in this franchise. But yeah, 8 total turnovers in this one. I mean, we forced a ton of turnovers as well, but you're not going to win a game. You're just not going to be able to win anything with that amount of turnovers. I mean, we had 442 yards of total offense in this one, 140 rushing yards, but you just can't win. You just can't win and lose the turnover battle as much as we did in this game. And, I mean, 302 passing yards in this one, 349 for FAU in this one. And we were 2 for 3 on 4th down. We were 66% in the red zone. But, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. When you force 4 turnovers and you still lose the turnover battle by 4, that's how you know it's very bad for you. 6 interceptions and 2 lost fumbles. So, this game really hurting Keyshawn Owens, who was performing fairly well before that. 349 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks for Cameron Fancher on this one. But Jenkins, I mean, it's his 3rd straight game with over 300 passing yards in this one. He did have a touchdown, but he had a rushing touchdown as well. But, of course, 6 interceptions is really brutal, and 4 of them went back to the house. Shamar Lawrence, 61 yards on the ground. Lexington Joseph had 54 rushing yards. Keyshawn Owens had 57. I mean, we ran the football very effectively in this one, but so did they. I mean, our rushing defense was terrible in this one. George Johnson had 143 rushing yards, a touchdown, and Cameron Fancher also had a touchdown. I might lower the time in this game. I might play with 10-minute quarters going forward for the end of the year. I want to see kind of how that plays out, because some of these offensive numbers, like, we're putting up gaudy offensive stats so far this season, and I don't know how really realistic that is. But you look at our team, and Keyshawn Owens had 9 catches for 94 yards, but nobody else was really that great and effective in this one. We had Alexander, 10 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown. Johnson, 150 yards on 10 catches. He was absolutely crazy in this game, popped off. And the defense for FAU in this one absolutely popped off. Wilkie Denon had 5.5 sacks in this one. That is insane. And 14 total tackles. I mean, he's going to get Player of the Week in the NCAA for that performance. Jones had a couple 2.5 sacks as well. I mean, we allowed like 10 sacks in this game, which is ridiculous. Dunham had a pick. Williams had a pick. Scott had a pick. Michael Antone Jr. had an interception. And Tisdale had a pick as well. I mean, 4 pick sixes. So you see those interception returns. I mean, that was just a terrible job. And then we actually 4 forced fumbles in this game in total. 2 of them were recovered by Bradley for the defense. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, I've seen like 3 or 4 first fumbles every single time that I've been playing in this game with the sliders, with the way they are. So I'm going to change that. We're not going to see as many fumbles going forward in this season. But, you know, Duvall and Evans, they got an interception. Brian Blades got a pick as well. I'm not going to blame this loss on our defense. I mean, yes, our defense did not stop the run very much at all. But, you know, you got Gustafson and Davis with 2 sacks. And Elijah Anderson-Taylor had a sack, a forced fumble, and a recovery for a touchdown. Davis had a sack. Massis and Passmore and Duvall had half a sack. But I'm not really going to be blaming our defense very much at all in this one because, you know, our defense, yeah, I mean, just how much can we really ask of them when we turn the football over like that? So that's a big, unfortunate loss for us. Giovanni Davis, though, does get Conference USA Defensive Player of the Week for his performance. That's really cool. I like to see that. But, you know, hopefully we can bounce back against an FCS school next week. And honestly, I might be looking for somebody else to play some starting quarterback if Jenkins has a performance like that. But I got to practice some more. I got to get back into that habit. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking at recruiting here, and we don't have a commitment yet from anybody. But I think we're pretty much, you know, we're ahead on a lot of these guys, and I expect to get a lot of some commitments here in the upcoming weeks. I really want to get Bugs here. This is a right end for us. We're putting 40 points into him. And we're going to put 40 points into Mike Childress as well, a 4-star middle linebacker. That would be awesome to get a 4-star recruit in this recruiting cycle. You know, Nate Brown, I mean, if Miami tries to offer him a scholarship, I don't know if we're going to be able to compete with that, but Miami hasn't yet, so we'll keep going after him. Philip Gibbs at center. Zach Wheat, we're the only team really going after Zach Wheat right now. He's scheduled for a Week 9 visit with us. And Callum DeGuerre, middle linebacker. Willie Funches, the only team to offer him a scholarship right now. Paul Bostic, he went to Appalachian State, so we have to take him off of our board. And yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, with these battles that, you know, we have with FIU, I don't know why you would want to not go to FIU after what they just did against us. But Antonio Haskins is an athlete quarterback. I really like him. And we're right now the only ones going after him. He's a gem 3-star. So I really like to get him. We're looking good for Dalton Arnett, who is our punter that we're going after. He's a position of need for us. And, you know, Alan Sermon, we don't really need him if we don't. If we get Arnett, we don't really need him. But we'll see. We just scouted him. That's all we've done. So, yeah, we're spreading out our points right now. I have 100 more to give out to some of these players. But, you know, that's going to be kind of it for me in this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching this one here. As we're going to continue with this season, next time we're going to be playing an FCS opponents. We're going to look to bounce back. I'll probably have 2 games next week. The FCS game, and I will also probably play the conference opener against, we're playing Louisiana Tech in the conference opener. So I'll probably have both of those games combined into one episode next week. But FIU 1-2 on the season, and we're going to have to bounce back after a rough performance on offense here after this week. And expect the first real actual video with gameplay for the UConn Dynasty. Expect that video to come out here very quickly in the next week or so as we're looking to start that series as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.